Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anton, and welcome to today's video for Honkai Star Rail. Now, HoYo has come out and has shown us all three new characters that are going to be coming out in version 1.4. Not the next upcoming version, that is version 1.3. I can't remember the exact name of it, but that is the version that will be coming out with Imbibitor, Fushwin, and Lynx. This is the version after that version, the patch after this version. We are going to be getting, for our two 5-star characters, we're going to get JINGLIU, TOPAZ, alongside NUMBY. And for our 4-star character, we're going to get Guinaifen. I'm going to be butchering that name. I really need to figure out how to pronounce that, but I think it's like Guinaifen. Something like that. Guinaifen? But yes, right now we don't really know much besides artwork, elements, and their paths. We will have a live stream soon, but the problem is that live stream will be for 1.3, so we won't really get too much more info. In all honesty, maybe we'll see a little bit of a hint of their kit, but the upcoming live stream will be mostly for version 1.3. But I still wanted to make this video and talk about all three of these characters and what we know about them so far, and try and talk about them and how I think they're going to work in the game. When they were first coming out, HoYo was doing it one at a time, one per day. I thought to myself I could do it all as 3 separate videos, 1 video for each character, but I thought since there's not a lot of information besides their elements and their path really, why not make it all one video, one big video? And before you say, what about leaks? Are you going to talk about leaks? No, I try not to discuss leaks too much on my YouTube channel. And the main reason for that is leaks and characters are always subject to change before they get officially announced. Their kits, at least. We've seen this before in, say, Kafka and Luocha with their leaked kits and then their officially released kits. So who do we have up here first? First off, we have JINGLIU. We've actually already seen her in game. She showed up in the Yanqing companion quest, and she beat him up, basically. She also, I believe, in lore is Jingyuin's teacher, so that's pretty cool. As for the character herself, looks like she's going to be an ice destruction character. A couple of things about that. So first off, being a destruction character, I wonder if this means she's going to have some HP manipulation. She's going to use her HP like a resource, like other destruction characters, similar to Blade and Clara. Not all destruction characters, of course, use their HP as a resource. I believe Hook doesn't use her HP as a resource, but I wonder if she will. So, but yeah, most likely, pretty much definitely going to be a damage dealer. Destruction just kind of does damage. I'd be very surprised if she was a healer or supporter of some kind, but here's my, not my problem, but a potential problem, I guess I could say with this. She is ice. And ice I don't think is a bad element. I just have a problem with ice when it comes to dealing damage, and that is ice breaking. Freeze is good in that it helps stall and is good at keeping your team alive. But once you get into later and later game stuff, basically once you start entering MOC, you kind of want to kill things fast. You want to kill things before a certain amount of cycles, right? So you can get those 3 stars in MOC. And I feel like while ice can do it, of course, like Yanqing teams can do that, and even Herta stuff can do that, I feel like other elements like, you know, wind, fire, quantum kill much faster. I'm not saying I think JINGLIU, just from being ice, will be a bad character. I honestly think she's going to be a really good character. I'm just saying that's my one potential issue I could see with her, depending on what her kit does, of course. Maybe she gets like bonus damage every time you freeze an enemy or something. If so, she's going to be nuts, probably. Plus, another thing is ice. If you want to have a damage dealer for ice, kind of lacking, right? Like, think about it. If your enemy is weak to ice and you want to get some breaks, who are you bringing in? If you want a damage dealer, of course. Like, you could bring in, I don't know, Japard or I guess Pella for like non-damage dealers. But if you want an ice damage dealer, you're stuck with what, Yanqing, and he doesn't really. He is good, especially if you have Japard. He's really good, but he is kind of single target, and he does kind of suck against wide enemy teams, which as some late game stuff seems to be doing. You got Herta, but then you're playing Herta. Trust me, I love Herta. One of my favorite characters. I think she's kind of bad. I'm sorry. I love her. I am actually building a Herta 2 for my teams, but Herta, let's all be honest with each other, Herta's a pretty bad character when it comes to dealing damage. So just from the fact that ice damage dealers are a little lacking, there's really just Yanqing, and he's very single target focused. I think that alone will make Jingliu a very solid character. Now let's talk about our next character they have shown. We have Topaz. First thing to talk about Topaz, she brings a friend called NUMBY, who is a warp trotter. Second off, thighs. I just feel like I gotta say that for all the waifu enjoyers. Yeah, Jingliu has thighs too, but I know a lot of you guys saw Topaz and your eyes immediately went to her thighs. I'm gonna be honest with you, same. But as for Topaz herself, love the character design. And I'm not talking about the thighs again, like ignore the thighs. I just, I like the white hair, the gray hair, whatever you want to call it, like the outfit, like the money aspect. I love characters in all video games that have little like pets, little summons, whatever you call it. Like in you got Gooba with Xiangling from Genshin, summoner classes in RPGs, love them. So I'm actually very curious as to how NUMBY is gonna work with Topaz, like, because obviously that warp trotter NUMBY is not just there for show, like especially because they're mentioning NUMBY by name. So how is this gonna work? I wonder, like, are they gonna go just she's just gonna summon NUMBY and have NUMBY do the attacking? Like, is NUMBY gonna just come down when she does her basic and skills and her ultimate and do the attacking while Topaz sits back? Does Topaz, I don't know, summon like a 5th team member maybe somehow? Like maybe her ult summons NUMBY as like a 5th team member somehow? That'd be pretty cool. I'm really curious though. Like I'm really curious as to how they do this like summoner character. I don't even know if I would call him a summoner character, but I'm really curious how they put NUMBY into the game. As for the elements of Topaz and her path, seems like she is a fire hunt character. So most likely going to be a damage dealer and probably going to be single target focused, like all of our other hunt characters are. Is that a good thing? Yes, I would say. Fire, if you want a damage dealer in fire, what are your options? Hook and Himeko? And Hook is solid single target, but kind of whatever. And Himeko is, a lot of people will bully Himeko and be like, yeah, Himeko's trash. She's fine. Look, let's be honest with each other. Himeko is fine at her job, and her job is wide boards and getting follow-up attacks by throwing her fiery pizza cutter. But yeah, I don't know. I think a fire hunt character will be good. I'm a little scared that she might possibly make Hook obsolete, because Hook's whole thing is kind of single target fire damage. I'm pretty sure Hook is a destruction character anyway. She doesn't do that much AoE really, but yeah, I'm a little scared for Hook that Topaz is going to make her obsolete. I hope not, because I do love Hook. I love Hook's design, and I would like to keep playing Hook. And if I want to play Hook, I could just play Hook, in all honesty. But I will be rolling for Topaz, purely for her design and, the waifu aspect. And our last character, our 4-star of the patch, Guinaifen. I'm just going to be saying Guinaifen until I get an official pronunciation. As I said, 4-star character, Nihility Fire. We've actually seen her in-game sort of a little bit. Same with Topaz as well, in the form of light cones. What do I think of her? Well, first off, it's kind of hard because Nihility can be all over the place. But I wonder if she's going to be a DOT character. like a burn DOT character. So possibly a Kafka support here. Maybe she'll be more of a debuffing kind of Nihility character, sort of like Pella and Silverwolf, perhaps. But I don't know. I feel like a fire Nihility character is going to be burn oriented. I feel like that's just the easy thought process. But I love her design. She seems to be like a streamer kind of person too, from what we've seen of her. Doing all kinds of like street shows and stuff with Sushong as well, so that's nice. She and Sushong are really friends. But yeah, not much to talk about here with her. In all honesty, I just think like Fire Nihility. I'm excited for Fire Nihility. Love her design. Hopefully she's really good. I am a Kafka enjoyer. I've been playing a lot of Kafka. She's actually become my like Kafka teams have become my main teams now. I've been wanting to have a burn DOT character for a Kafka team. Like I've considered like Hook and Himiko, and it's just not that great. Hopefully Guinaifen will be that character I'm looking for. You know, like a basically Fire Sampo, Fire Luca, whatever. You know, stacking burn, doing something with burn, something with DOTs. Hopefully, if she's on the other side though, and more like a Pella and more into like debuffing stuff. Sure, I like that. I'm always a big fan of these kind of support characters. Like, while I like damage dealers, I love support characters. I feel like support characters give you, especially if they're creative and unique, I feel like support characters give you so many more options to build around teams. Meanwhile, like, some damage dealers are like, okay, they're just a AoE damage dealer. They're just a single target damage dealer, whatever. They have their, you know, their gimmick or whatever you want to call it, but I don't know. I've always been a big fan of support characters, and Nihility most likely going to be a support. She could also be a damage dealer herself, like the main damage dealer, 4-star damage dealer, carry, whatever you want to call it. I could see that being an option. So yeah, there are 3 options, I guess. I said only 2 options, but there are 3 options. She's a more of a debuffer, kind of like Pella. More of a sub DPS DOT, kind of like Sampo, or I guess you could argue Luca can be a main DPS. He is pretty solid. Or she could be the main damage dealer herself, kind of like in that Kafka role. I don't think I'd be very surprised if she was better than Kafka, but I could see it. We've had 4 stars in Genshin, which were the main damage dealers, and 4 stars in this game, which were the main damage dealers. For example, Sushong. Anyway, though, that is it. That was all 3 characters, and that's all we know about them so far. We have Jingliu, who is a ice destruction character, probably going to be a damage dealer. Topaz and NUMBY, who are fire and hunt, also probably a damage dealer. And then we have Guinaifen, who is a fire Nihility character who could be a couple of different things, but I would love them to be some Kafka support. Anyway, though, that's going to be it for the video. Fairly short video. Mostly just wanted to give my opinions on these characters from what we know and my hopes and desires for these characters. I'd love to hear your opinion, though. What do you think of them? Do you like their design? Do you just like their elements, their paths? Personally, I'm rolling for all of them. I'm going to roll for Jingliu. I'm going to roll for Topaz. And by that nature, I'm rolling for Guinaifen. I would roll for her anyway. My poor wallet's getting a little sad, though, because we also have Fu coming before this as well, and I just spent a lot of rolls for Kafka as well, so my poor wallet. But yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions. Like, do you think these characters would be good? What would you like to see from these characters? And if you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. It always helps me out and always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Honkai Star Rail content, I try to put out multiple videos every week. You can always go and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to talk to me or some other people about Honkai Star Rail, you can always join my Discord. There's always a pinned comment down below in the comments section. And if you want to watch me play some Honkai Star Rail as well, you can always check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenitton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye.